there, my name is Chippy the Clown, and I want to tell you all about my friends in the band Hypwitch. A wizard named Drummer Rob, realizing that drums alone make for fairly one-dimensional music, traveled to a faraway land to form a new band. Rumored to himself to be a wizard, Rob had heard about a beautiful young witch with an enchanted voice, and the four winds had told them where to find her. Drummer Rob loved his entourage of ravens and sometimes engaged in several strange extracurricular activities. The young witch which Rob sought, known only as the Hypwitch, had been trained by the most powerful witch in the world, but the old witch became jealous of the young beauty and betrayed her by using powerful magic to frighten her away. So the Hypwitch would never leave her father's castle and practiced her singing night and day, using powerful magic to hone her craft. Rob would eventually find the Hypwitch and move into the castle. Then there was me, destitute and homeless. I had been rejected by every clown agency in the land, and nobody would hire an independent contractor, so I had to learn how to survive in the street, finding warm places to sleep and eating whatever I could find. Until one day, I noticed an ad for a band manager. So I traveled to the castle to answer the ad, and I was met at the door with great kindness. I went through the standard band manager interview process, and believe it or not, they gave me the job. The Hypwitch traveled with Rob to the village and found a young guitar player playing alone. Earlier in the day, the fates had told Rob and the Hypwitch that they would want to audition this magical player for the band. Rob had brought his entourage with him to help him stand in judgment of the new prospect and sat back quietly listening to the magical sounds coming from the instrument. Rob seemed most pleased. So the young musician played his best song from the bottom of his soul. His music rang out as though it was part of nature itself. Of course, somebody complained. Quickly, the date of the gig approached, and the new band was lacking a bass player. So I had the idea of finding a bass player where all bass players are found. I traveled into the darkest recesses of the ghetto, and with master negotiation skills, convinced an adequate player to come. It was the day of the gig, and the crowd had started to arrive with anticipation and excitement. Many of Hypwitch's following eagerly made their way to the venue. The band was thrilled by all of the people that had come out for the show, and Rob looked at his creation, and he knew it was good. And once everyone had packed themselves into the venue, Rob made his way to join them to put on the best show of his life. You can meet Rob and the Hypwitch, the band and me, this Friday at our Halloween show at Whiskey Joe's on Courtney Campbell Parkway in Tampa, Florida. The show is from 7-Eleven. Please go to hypwitch.com for information. See you there!